Yep.
We good? Cozy?
Oh, right! I can't hear the intro.
Because
Okay.
there's nothing to hear.
What? Okay. Hello, everyone. Greetings and salutations. I am not your host, Loke7. I am your host, Cozy Beluga. And joining me today, we have the lovely Matt Licks Games and Ham.
Oh, come
That's
on,
crazy.
man.
That's
Come
crazy.
on, man.
Hey,
Yo.
God bless.
I ain't
God bless
never
you,
been.
Cozy.
Yo.
God bless.
And tonight, we will be having a real great show for you guys. And I'm eating my nudes. They don't taste that good, but I'm hungry.
You're eating them. You're not in
I'm.
them.
They were like a $3.
Yeah.
These were
This
$3.
is
You think
food.
I'm not gonna eat them? They're okay, but I should have known they weren't gonna taste that good because it's a cup of made in Italy noodles.
Made in Italy. Is that a
Yeah.
brand?
No, they're made in Italy.
Oh.
Yeah.
For $3, I don't trust it. But okay, continue.
Anyway, so
What was it, $1 for carrots? Jesus Christ, that's a lot for some noodles. A cup of noodles? Did that whole thing go into the microwave, or
no,
did they give you that separate cup for
you put the
decor?
hot water in the microwave. You put the cold water in the microwave, turn it hot, dump it in the noodles. That's how you do it. Duh. Science.
Okay,
I
that's
mean, I've never done that, but I'll agree. I agree.
And I also
that's
have
not a bad
a
idea.
Japanese Red
It's not.
Bull. This Japanese Red Bull that they don't sell, and it tastes better than the American ones they had. Shh.
I'm sure it does. Those
Anyway,
She just
Japanese know
keeps
what they're doing.
smacking the crap out of her
she is
bird.
She just
not
keeps
being
fucking
touched.
hitting
She
that
is
shit.
not being touched. It looks like I'm touching her. I am not touching her.
I'm not touching her. I'm smushing her. Smushing.
She is not being touched. I just point at her and say, "Hey," and she's like, "Oh, fine. I'll stop screaming in your ear." Anyway, so there are several games I'm supposed to be playing, but all I can do is play more ball cross pit. It's hard. It's hard out here.
That's
Yeah,
tragic.
fuck that game.
I'm sorry that you're not good enough, but the game is amazing,
I'm
and that's
definitely
what I've been
not though.
playing.
I'm not either. I don't want to be.
So,
I'm
Matt,
terrible at that shit.
what game
Yeah.
have you been licking lately?
What game have I been playing? Thank you for asking that, Cozy, in such a creative way. I have been playing, I mean, trying to play Outer Worlds. I've been kind of watching a lot of things lately, so I haven't been playing as much. But when I'm playing Outer Worlds. And funny enough, Power Wash Simulator 1, because I never played it. And then I'll play 2.
Okay.
So Outer Worlds 2, Power Wash Simulator 1, and then Power Wash Simulator 2. And Call of Duty comes out campaign in like 2 days.
Can you get a
So,
crippling addiction in Outer Worlds too?
uh, yeah, probably. I would imagine.
Probably.
I
I
just
had one in the first game.
I just got the thing. I just got the thing they talked about in the Outer Worlds Direct, where it's like you steal so much that now your negative trait is that whenever you look at something, you might just steal it. So I got that, and I fully
Oh
accepted that because I already steal anything anyway. So
man.
I'll just take it. But yeah, it's awesome. I love that game. I'm in the third area now. The third area now. But yeah, that's what I'm playing. What about you, Ham?
I've been playing some Outer Worlds as well lately. I've been playing a lot of my emulated games. So,
Oh yeah,
yeah. So like a lot of Midnight Club.
probably should have
Um,
thrown that in there.
yeah, some 2K, but that's kind of like
Huh.
almost a nightly thing.
So you're
but
playing 2 RPGs.
just one. Just
The most-
one right now. I'm gonna be soon. Hopefully within the next like month or two, I'm gonna be finishing my other PC. But in the meantime, I am probably gonna move my PC to the front room, so there'll be a different layout. probably within the next week or two. So I'm not sure if it'll happen on the next show or whatnot, but I'm pretty excited for it. They're gonna have a whole new setup for that, and then I'm gonna build the second PC and then exchange that one to the front room and bring that one and bring the old
Okay,
one in
money
here. So
bags.
no,
Money bags. Look at me.
not really.
How many
That's
PCs do
hard
you
work.
have, Matt? How many
I
PCs?
have about 6 or 7. No, I have I have one really. I have 2 and one in my bedroom, but
Oh,
Yes,
okay,
too.
money bags.
He's
but the
full of
what
shit. Yes.
but hold on, because the GPU is toast. So do I really have 2 PCs?
Yes, because you can still play with
No,
integrated
no,
graphics.
because that doesn't have an iGPU on it. It's an
What?
F. Intel. It's an F series Intel chip. So no integrated GPU, unfortunately.
Okay, my
So
bad.
I don't have 2
You can
PCs
play DOS
technically.
games.
Maybe. I mean, if I turn, here's the thing: if I turned it on right now, there's like a 70% chance it works, but there's also a 30% chance it just doesn't. So, is what it is.
All right. And
That's
welcome
a
in.
pretty good 4070
Yeah, it's very reliable. I like it.
Welcome in,
Ti.
audience.
Hmm.
Welcome in, Rachy, Blyant, Ron Slusher,
Blind.
Day
Hello.
Reezy, and all those who may be lurking. Anyway, we're gonna get right down and dirty.
Let's do
GTA
it.
6 is canceled, y'all.
You're canceled, Cozy.
I mean, that is, it's not coming out at the date that they gave us, so it's canceled for that date.
Again. Let's not forget. That's it. It's an again.
Again.
It is delayed yet again.
Wait, who was saying that it was going to be delayed? Which one of yous?
It was Bill, actually. Bill was the one who was pretty adamant that it doesn't make sense for them to release that in May because they would never do that historically. So
Cool. And it's really funny, all those games that shuffled themselves around for GTA.
oh yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, lots of games shuffled themselves around for GTA, and now GTA.
I really hope it
changed
comes
its
day and
date.
date to PC. Just makes
I would love that, but yeah.
They talked about how they were trying to, make sure everything is all good and ironed out for it. What are some things that you hope to see, Ham?
I just told you.
Other than just PC?
Day one on PC.
Okay.
Day one on PC. That's huge. That's
That'd
huge.
be massive.
When has that ever happened for GTA?
Hasn't.
Never. So I think that would be massive, especially for the sales for it. That's what I'm hoping to see. I'm also hoping to see, if they're pushing this out. I mean, is it crazy to ask for 60 hertz?
Yeah.
Well, then let's be crazy.
Yeah.
I would like.
Let's go insane. Let's go nuts.
I'm trying to
120.
I'm trying to be wild.
Cozy.
Yeah, dude.
Give me 120 online. Let's
120 and 400p.
If they don't give me 240 FPS on my Series S, I'm gonna be very, very disappointed.
Yep.
I don't know. I hope the people who have been waiting for the game, my biggest hope is that the people who have been waiting for the game will be satisfied with it.
I want my DisplayPort cable to get hot. From carrying so much information.
So do you guys think day and date for PC is possible?
No, but I would love it to be. Here's the thing. I think it's possible.
Redacted.
I think it's totally possible. Do I think they'll do it? No, they won't. But it's possible, and they should.
I totally think they should.
My next question is, with the prevalence of this game's of GTA 5 online being such a big importance, do you think this game launching without GTA 6's online experience will kind of hamper some of the potential sales?
Not initially. I don't think like I think a lot of people will buy that game to play the campaign on day one because that's what they do. But then eventually that'll taper off to like, okay, now the people who are going to be buying are looking for the online, and they're going to need that online before they buy it. But initially, myself and a bunch of other people, probably in the millions, tens of millions,
Mhm.
will be buying that just to play the campaign, and
You
then it'll grow from
also
there.
do you think that the online will have crossplay, or have they announced that? I don't know.
It'll have crossplay because it has cross. I I almost said that without really knowing. I would imagine it has crossplay now. I'll check that out actually. If it doesn't have
I don't think
crossplay,
so.
I'm gonna be
I don't
pretty
think it does.
shocked.
I thought it didn't. That's why I
Does
asked.
I don't think
GTA
so.
5 have crossplay? It it does not support crossplay.
So do you
Yeah, I
think
didn't think
that
so.
do you think with the
Wow.
GTA 5 online being available on PC right now, a lot of people are playing it on PC. Do you think they'll go out and get it knowing that this one doesn't have crossplay?
Uh no, well see the thing is people on PC have no issue waiting. They're not they're not for the most part. I'm sure there will be some people who will go out and buy it. But most people have no problem waiting. In fact, they take great pride in waiting as long as they need to wait. So I don't think that will be the
We're
case.
still waiting for Half-Life 3. Oh!
Yeah,
Did I hurt some feelings?
I would love Half Life 3. I keep hearing rumors about it, but never see anything.
So what do you think, Ham? Will there be crossplay?
I think logically there would be, but at the same time, I feel like Rockstar will kind of tiptoe around certain things that are normal now. Um, if they have PC day and date, yeah, I think there's going to be crossplay. But if they don't, then I don't think they're going to have crossplay.
Okay.
That's kind of the way I feel about that. What was the other question?
Do you I don't you're asking me a question that I asked like a minute ago. I'm a
Yeah, you should
goldfish
remember
brain.
it.
I think it was related to must have been related to if that will for PC gamers at least affect how their
Oh
decision
yeah,
might
the
be to go.
sales.
Yeah.
I think it will, but not like it won't bother what they traditionally get, and it'll probably grow. It'll probably grow from where it was on GTA 5, especially with the anticipation with it. But I think it's almost like putting like, your hand in front of your face. Like you don't want to notice it, but you notice that you could have got a lot more
Yeah.
if you had it there.
Mhm.
So like it's just kind of being stubborn, but maybe also trying to make sure that they get whatever anti-cheat whatnot figured out for whenever they put it on PC. I don't know what they're waiting for to do that, if they are waiting to do that. But
Right.
uh, I don't like the idea of here we are seeing Xbox now playing things everywhere. PlayStation literally made a portal, which we're going to be talking about soon, that you can cloud game kind of anywhere, and they're putting their games onto PC. The only ones that's not really doing it is the people that you're not servicing, which is Nintendo.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So if you're not servicing them, then this strategy of let's not go to PC or let's not be cross platform is a dated ideology that that will eventually change if it doesn't change with this one. I think it will guaranteed to be changed in the next.
My biggest wonder is when you talk about the sales is if, because there's been such a long time, and yeah, you have those people who like will double and quadruple dip, that people are so acclimated to it that they might see it as archaic and just be inclined to wait on it.
Man, I think it could be like a phenomenon type of thing if they did drop it on PC day one, because like almost everybody remembers what it felt like to see Cyberpunk simultaneously with the PS4 and the PS5 and the Xbox One and the series consoles going at it, and like people were, you turn on the path tracing for Cyberpunk, it's like, yo, what is cracking over here? This is insane. Why wouldn't Rockstar want that same sort of acknowledgement immediately? To me, that would help sell everything, including their game more. To me, it's just leaving money on the table. But if they do it, they're going to do it like this, with their hand over their face, acting like they didn't see anything. Nothing happened. We just dropped a banger that everybody wants. That's all that really happened. That's like if that ends up being the case, that's the way they're going to look.
I mean, ideally, they need to make sure that this game is going to be their game for probably the next 20 years.
Yeah, because unfortunately, we'll probably not see 7 until
we'll probably
2042.
be senior citizens by the time.
There's probably going to be a big layoff at Rockstar as soon as this game launches.
Oh, I'm sure. Unfortunately, I'm sure that will be the case. If history tells us anything.
All right. Well,
that was exciting.
Yeah, let's onto some positive news, at least for me. I
know it positive?
Y'all traditional console gamers have a certain level of we're talking about this, aren't we? Oh, my bad. It's positive because Square Enix was never mind. Anyway,
it's not positive.
They're having a positive week. But the good news is we're here to make it positive. So
we're doing their thing.
We're here to put a Band-Aid on it for you.
Square Enix is gonna Square Enix. Yeah. So not only is Square Enix doing layoffs, they're talking to move things to AI. Yay! Moving their QA to AI. Square Enix is, I mean, I understand it. Partially, it makes me sad, but Square Enix is one of the many companies, especially in the tech sector, that are moving towards building AIs. Hamothy, if you want to read a bit about that for us.
Yeah, sure. So this is a simple lookup. I didn't really type much in. All I typed in was this: Square Enix layoffs, right? And it summarized it for us. So let's go ahead and read what happened. But it just says Square Enix has announced significant layoffs across its Western operations, affecting hundreds of employees in the US and Europe as part of its restructuring effort aimed at creating a more agile business. In other words, they're getting rid of people and replacing them with what Cozy just. But it says overview of layoffs, scope of layoffs. The layoffs are expected to impact over 100 workers in the UK, with reports indicating that nearly 140 employees in the London office alone are at risk. Additionally, an unspecified number of employees in the US will also be affected. Departments affected, the layoffs will impact various departments, including IT, marketing, publishing, sales, quality assurance, and business planning. The entire collective external studios development and brand marketing teams in Europe are also at risk. Reason for the layoff. This is great. and this is it's cool. Reasons for layoffs: strategic restructuring. Square Enix is undergoing a fundamental restructuring of its overseas publishing organization to streamline operation and focus development efforts primarily in Japan. This move follows a previous restructuring attempt that did not yield the desired results. Cost-cutting measures. The company aims to achieve annual cost savings over 3 billion yen, approximately 19.6 million, as part of its new business strategy. Includes a shift towards utilizing generative AI for 70% of its QA work by 2027. So quality assurance is in the hands of not people. But I mean, I don't want to give excuses, but quality assurance with people who hasn't been so hot either. So, I'm really interested to see how this goes, but let me finish this part right here. Future direction on multi-platform releases. Square Enix new medium-term business plan emphasizes a shift towards marketing its AAA games, a multi-platform, indicating a strategic pivot in its approach to game development and distribution. Impact on game development. The restructuring has already led to the cancellation of several games in development as the company seeks to be more selective about its projects moving forward. These layoffs mark a significant change for Square Enix as it navigates a challenging economic landscape and seeks to optimize its operations for future growth. Shout out to the Blind Giant with the $2 super chat saying, everyone hit that like button. Shout out to y'all.
Yeah.
Thank you so much,
Shout out to
Blind.
Blind.
Woohoo!
I'm going to put that on the screen for a little bit while we talk about this. Back to you, Cozy.
Woo woo! All right. So I guess because I kind of work in an AI related field.
So you're the boogeyman.
I work for the boogeyman.
We just find out that all this AI work is just coming from a few people out in Ohio.
Cozy. Mastermind.
It's kind of disheartening to see because you can see a lot of Square Enix's missteps. They're very obvious. Like, part of the problem with Square Enix is, unlike other companies that kind of started working on a course correction when things got bad, Square Enix never went through that period of like course correction. Like, I don't know if people remember this, but there was a time when Capcom was entirely propped up by Monster Hunter on the 3DS. That was their success, and all the other things that they did failed. And I think it wasn't until even their what do you call it games? Even their like Resident Evil games weren't doing well until Revelations, also originally a 3DS game, came out. And they started doing a course correction about those things. Square Enix, for a long time, they doubled down on what wasn't working for them because they act like they were still some sort of giants in game dev.
Did.
When they had waning sales, static sales, not always waning, but static, if your audience isn't growing, then
Didn't
what
even say anything. You're just disrespecting that bird for no reason.
Oh, you
know
can't
what,
hear
Cozy?
her.
I'm going to interrupt you with something that Mike Johnson said in the chat that's going to hit you dead in the chest. He said Square Enix should have never put Outriders on Game Pass. Thought.
Square Enix should have never. Square Enix was just the publisher, but they shouldn't have had People Can Fly release a broken game. I love Outriders.
Jesus, that game is so broken when it came out.
I own Outriders. That's how much I loved it. I played.
So do I. I own a hard copy of that game. As pointless as that is.
Despite the fact that it was extremely broken. I think people do not fundamentally understand how broken that game released. I was there. I played through it. and that's one of the few games where I have like most of the trophies or whatever for it. But Outriders launched very, very in a very bad state.
That game was
Very bad
awful
state.
when it
I don't
launched.
think you
You'd lose
understand. Oh,
everything.
yes. You would like play one day and you would just be like, "Oh, I guess I got the bug."
Come
Where
back,
like
your guy's naked.
everything, yeah, you'd be naked and all your stuff would be gone. And you just be like, "Well, oh, I got the bug, you guys." And everyone who played the game would be like, "Yeah, I can." It was such a fun game. The actual gameplay was amazing. But it
Remember
was
the tragedy
a
that
mess.
was loading with somebody on a different console?
Oh, yeah.
Like if they had a PS4 or a series, or not a series, or a one or an Xbox One, especially if they had the classic Xbox One, it took like 5 minutes.
Yep. It really was bad. I played a lot of it, and I played the end game, and it was really bad. It was really bad for a while, and it took them basically the game kind of like failed a little before they actually fixed a lot of those
Oh
problems.
yeah, when they fixed it, it was real nice.
And the problem was none of these problems were really present in the demo or whatever. Remember when because I played it before they actually released the full game. When they had that demo, and it was like, "Oh, this is fun. I like this," and everyone was like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." And then when you actually played it, when it finally launched, it was just like, "Oh." Like I was
The
regularly
demo was
playing,
hitting.
yeah, and I was regularly playing it through all that stuff until I finally got that bug that just took away everything from you, took away all your gear. You just like, I had like legendary stuff, and it was all gone, and it took them like forever for you to even get it back. Like, so I basically had to grind again for new gear.
That sounds terrible.
And if you played the end game, if you did everything perfectly, you had it was like a 0.75% chance to get like legendary gear on a perfect run. It was ridiculous until they updated it.
It's trash.
It was a fun game with
It
a
was a great
lot of
game.
issues. And I played it through all of those issues. So it was a bad experience.
The gunplay in the game was phenomenal, though.
Oh man, running in
Yeah,
the
and the
cover,
abilities.
pop, then run back in the cover, just popping out those, the techno whatever person with the turrets.
Technomancer.
Oh yeah, oh man, I'm sorry, that was man, it was fun. Oh
It was
yeah,
hot.
but
anyways, back to what we were talking about.
Square's problem is largely with a lot of them thinking that they're still like rock stars of
Right.
of game development. Like I know a lot of old heads will be like Final Fantasy. The biggest thing in Final Fantasy right now is Final Fantasy 14. Sorry. The online, that's like the biggest thing. Like 16 came and went. They're never going, I mean 7, yes, it's big, but it's not that big. It's not gaining traction. It's just like the same aging crowd that plays that one, then play the next one. And then they released a bunch of samey type games. If you're familiar with
Yeah.
their double A and smaller games, a lot of them are very samey type. So you have this problem of Square Enix stretching themselves too thin and not and spending too much on games for a not growing audience. And that's something that's harder to figure out. And I kind of understand them doing this AI thing to pull back, but I don't necessarily agree with it unless they change a lot more about how they operate and make and release games.
Yeah.
I agree. They need to get with the times, man. They're sitting back and watching other people use their formula better than they can. And that's what is kind of tragic, because they have these well-known IPs, and they're kind of hanging from the cliff with instead of building off of, which to me doesn't really say they're too prepared for new IPs, or at least that's what it seemed like for the last several years, because it was always just like they'd put out something that they had tried and then they'd hurry up and go back to what to what made them money, and then
like,
they would
that's good. We want more of that, and then they'd be like, oh, they don't invest enough in that new thing.
exactly
Like, spend less on the new thing, but still make a good new thing, and then because you're Square Enix, people will see it. You have to just yeah.
And they try to, from what it seemed like, especially with Forspoken and all the coverage that came out about that and the creative vision and everything behind it, it really seemed like they're not so much looking to transform or modernize their identity as much as they're trying to save their prior identity of what they looked like. Because if you looked at some of the articles that came out about Forspoken, the person that had the creative vision on that ended up getting some of his stuff scrapped by Square Enix, and they changed how part of how that story went and everything.
Yeah.
And it's just like, man, you should lean into people that want to bring some change to your company, and especially if it's a Western type of game. Why are you trying to put your spin on it when your spin has traditionally not worked with it? So to me, it's just them trying to rest on their laurels and hope that, you know, they can have another Final Fantasy VII that knocks it out of the park, and all of a sudden, you know, everybody feels the same way that they felt about them in the 90s. But to me, Square Enix is literally like the Cowboys of the gaming industry. like they haven't been good since the 90s.
Why do I understand that reference?
They are though. Like Square Enix, they'll put something together and you'll be like, that's pretty cool. And then like the next 5 to 7 years will be horrible. And it's like, man, we almost made the playoffs, or we got into the playoffs. But then we failed immediately. like when's the last time Square Enix game has been taken seriously for a game like a prestigious game award?
I couldn't even tell you. Could not tell you.
Because Rebirth came out last year and it wasn't last. Nobody cared about it last year.
Mm-mm.
So it's just like, what is Square Enix going to do? Who are they going to team up with? What are they going to figure out to try to reclaim some fame? Because right now, or just this year, Expedition put it 33, let them know that y'all ain't shit. We only got 33 motherfuckers up in this. So, I mean, that's crazy to me. They made one game that outshined Square Enix this entire generation. New devs.
By a lot, too. Not a little bit.
And that game came out in the spring. It's still being talked about like crazy.
That is the exact energy they need, but I don't know. I feel like it's adapt or die, and it feels like they refuse to adapt for real.
Most Square Enix games, in my opinion, I know a lot of people are going to disagree with this, especially that are big Square Enix fans. I'm sure if Innate was here, he'd tell me that, you know, STFU, right? Or whatever. But I feel like a lot of their games, like, as much feeling as they try to admit, the feeling is hollow. And it feels like they've been running with that same it goes back. I feel like I'm spinning the same fucking wheel. It feels like they've had that same energy for like 20 years, where just the way the characters interact, the dialogue that pops up on the screen, it's just, to me, it's not that exciting. And then when they do have some English dub things, it's kind of weird. I don't know if you understand it, but I know Matt can understand that kind of like that Japanese. I want to like this game, but they have this way of making everything kind of feel like an anime.
Yeah,
I understand
totally get
it.
that.
Square Enix is interesting because, like, if your first experience with Atlas has been the more recent Persona games, then it's kind of like wild to be like, Atlas was a struggle once. They were struggling. They were deep in the struggle. And hard to explain, like, you know, if you had been a fan of Atlas, because I was a longtime fan of Shin Megami Tensei, like, before they became part of Sega, it was just like, what's going to happen with Atlas? Because they had a similar thing going on. That's like, that's what they did. That's what they made. Their games are kind of like great, but if you were paying, like, that's why I liked Shin Megami Tensei, because way less story, way less of that feels cheap and anime. But yeah, I think Square Enix is like very deep in that, and when they're Western, when they make these games that are trying for more Western appeal, I think it's actually even worse. It's like, oh my god, that is so cringe in the worst possible way.
Yeah, very not Western made games, right? Like it is very cringy. But like, I like to see the attempt, and to me, Forspoken was an interesting attempt, although it didn't hit on everything. But I felt like they could have grew something from that, whether it be the same IP or go a different direction. But I feel like they could have did something.
They needed
with
someone
that
with a more
studio.
hip hop writer.
But instead they just shut down the studio.
Oh,
right? You guys remember that, right?
Hold up. We got a
resident
mental
Canadian.
case.
How's it going?
What?
Not bad, not bad.
Say about for us.
It's about time I got here.
Now say 6'7".
Oh, please. I just went through that with my kid. Oh, man. No thanks. No thanks.
Oh, man. But
can anyone tell me what that actually means?
No idea. I just
I'm pretty
say
sure from what I've gathered, it just came from somebody saying it literally one time, like to like a football player or a rapper saying it's another rapper, like 6M, and then like
6M.
It just got big from there. Like nobody really knows
completely ridiculous.
It's silly, but
what were you
but
saying?
Yeah, I was just disappointed to see that they essentially like digested the studio after Forspoken came out, and it was just like, all right, well they're done because they're like, here's the DLC and that's it for updates for the game, and we're out. And they just and Square Enix just swallowed them up. Essentially, they said they're still going to be using the engine and working and working within their other games, but they'll no longer be like that studio anymore. So that was kind of lame to hear from that. Square Enix is they're just behind the times. That's just the simplest way I can put it. Mental, your thoughts on Square Enix? Not only are they laying off people, but they're also talking about having 70% of their quality assurance be ran by AI. And I know you use AI, so you can tell us whether you think that's a good idea or not. But also, They're just kind of shifting their focus, trying to gain more popularity. Obviously, they're going multi-platform with all of their games and stuff now as part of their strategy shift. Thoughts?
Well, didn't I think I just heard that they're actually profitable right now again. So I mean that's kind of a plus, I guess, for them. But uh, I mean, as far as AI and using it for Q&A, like that's one of the things that I actually thought AI would probably help quite significantly with. It can, in theory, if it's trained correctly, it should find bugs way faster than humans could.
Right.
So,
But
like
will
in
AI
theory,
do
it.
stupid stuff that gets bugs?
Sorry, what was that? AI does stupid stuff?
No, but will AI do stupid stuff that finds bugs?
Well, the job of like Q&A is to find issues. It's not to fix them, right? It's to find and report. And then your devs would fix the problem. So it may find stuff that's not actually a problem, but that comes down to how well they train it.
Oh no, I
If they
mean
do
more
a good,
like stupid stuff that you could do to get a bug. Like
Like try
I
to break the
repeatedly
game.
walked into the wall and it
oh,
made me unable to like that sort of dumb thing that you do.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I mean, in theory, those it's ultimately its job will be to find bugs. So if like I say, I mean, my attitude towards that is I've always thought that would be the best place they could use AI beyond assisting in writing code faster. If devs are using AI to write, it's. I mean, frankly, I mean, we use it at work for that. It writes code in minutes that would take a human hours to complete, and it's usually pretty good. Like it's pretty clean code too,
Yeah.
and you can just modify it slightly if needed, and you'll have modules written in no time, right? It's good at that stuff, but it still needs a human to direct it to tell it what to write. So, our guys will use it daily for that type of stuff, and it makes them far more productive. But
As I
Q and
said
A, like I
earlier,
said,
oh, I was just gonna say, I just said it earlier that Q&A, just humans doing it, hasn't panned out to be the best.
no,
So
it hasn't.
So it'll be interesting seeing how well optimized something will be after something like this is more or less completely in control of the quality assurance.
Yeah, like I said, it should be able to do it a lot faster and, in theory, more thoroughly if it's trained well. So it will be an interesting thing to see how that goes. Very much
Ron
so.
Slusher says AI can fix Concord. They can fix it. Yeah. Get it kicking
That's
again.
pretty
What's
funny.
cracking, Sir X-Man? John
What's up, Sir
907. What's
X-Man?
cracking? You were saying hello to us earlier. I just
Hey, John.
got a
Yogi
break
also
to say
popped
hello.
in.
That's
Yogi.
funny.
Yeah, Yogi popped in a
Sir
little bit
X-Men.
earlier. I don't know if he's still here. But Matt, did you? I don't think you're the only one that didn't have really any
Yeah.
thoughts on Square Enix.
On Square Enix, I mean, it's hard to have too deep thoughts because I don't really care about Square Enix. I think they're not my favorite company, to put it lightly. Uh, but I mean, as far as the AI and everything, listen, I don't love it, but again, it's kind of one of those things of like, it is what it is at this point. Like, if here's what's going to happen, they're going to do this and it's going to work and they'll continue doing it, or they're going to do it, it doesn't work, and then they'll course correct. It's one of those two outcomes. But the thing is, they're going to do it. That's the constant. So they have to do it. We have to see if it works. If it works, great. If it doesn't work, then I still don't like Square Enix. It doesn't. Nothing really changes. Nothing really changes on my end. So that's how I'm feeling personally.
Yep. Shout out to Yobi saying what up with y'all dough. So
All
what's
right.
cracking and what's y'all up to? So Mental, tell us. You have yet to tell us what you've been up to prior to the last time you've been in.
Oh man, I haven't played a ton of stuff. I have the Until Dawn wallpaper behind me. I played
I
that
see
through
that.
the PlayStation Plus. It was in there, so the remaster of it. I played the original, like I don't know when it came out on PS4 way back when. So I thought, it'll be fun to see if this is any different. So I played a little bit on the PS4 version and a little bit on this one, and then I was like, oh wow, actually I'm fairly happy with the updates and changes they made. It's not so much that it's a huge improvement in graphics, but just the creature comforts of being able to play it more like a third person rather than fixed camera. So I really appreciate that aspect of the changes they made. But yeah, I've played through it all now, and I'm actually going back, and I might even try and get the platinum because I'm only missing, I think, 6 trophies or something to platinum it. So I might
Unpopular
just try and do
opinion, the
that.
movie was good.
Oh, really? I haven't seen it. I might have to though now that I've played the
It's
game
not really the
again. But
same, but the movie was good.
okay, was Hayden Panettiere or whatever her name, however you say her name,
They had a
in it?
different cast, but
Okay. Yeah, a lot of them are bigger stars now, I guess, than they were when they did the video game. So it's
but
not too surprising.
well, she has had things but going on, but
Yeah.
Cozy, it's time for you to unleash.
what?
Oh no.
Yobi said this. I want you to
Happy
read it and
belated
then unleash.
Happy
shit.
belated N7 day! Woohoo! Mass Effect 5 and a TV show is in full swing. TV show is set after the trilogy. Also, a new Krogan war popped off too. Man, I can't wait. I honestly think that was the best option for Mass Effect is to like, because people kept being like, I want to see, especially with the whole Henry Cavill Shepard thing. It's like, no, we don't want to see in an RPG. You don't want to see that, especially since so I don't know if you guys know this about when the game came out, when Mass Effect came out, but when Mass came out, Male Shep was kind of the star, but then as time went on, Jennifer Hale's voice acting was a lot more fun in the game. So a lot of people started playing FemShep. So like having it set with a different in a not as like just them following the games is a much better because there's lots of world lore. Um, and as always, Mass Effect 3 multiplayer is still up and running. You
That's
guys should
crazy.
play it.
Didn't know that.
You should play it.
I'll play it.
Wow.
I've never played it. I'll totally play that.
Been up since it's like I don't think they've updated it after like the first 3 years. Yeah, the first 3 years I don't think they've updated it since the first 3 years. So basically it's been like 10, 11 years, 12 years.
Is it live as in Mass Effect 3 or the trilogy?
What? Mass Effect 3?
Like, is it live as in the multiplayer's live on the original
The
Mass Effect 3?
Yes, the multiplayer is
Okay.
still alive.
But it's not like there's no multiplayer on the trilogy.
No.
Okay.
I feel like I will forever be annoyed that they didn't just throw it in there for like all 5 people who might play it, because it honestly came out in an era of tacked on multiplayer, and it was like good. It was good. I have a lot of friends that I've made just through playing that multiplayer experience. Also, in case you're trying to do the hardest difficulty, the way to do it if you're not doing like the Krogan Warlord or the Juggernaut is 4 Voluses. I know it sounds crazy, but 4 Voluses can complete everything because they have that shield boost ability, and you basically just time your shield boost abilities. So you know, one person shield boosts when you get attacked, and just keep doing it. Bam, 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 bam. 4 people, Volus, any class of Volus, just 4 Volus is a sure way to like. They're broken. They're oddly broken, and yes, it's a
Sounds
Volus,
like
but
Armor Lock and Halo Reach,
yeah,
which
you basically
was
do like a
obscene.
booster, a shield boost that, and everyone in your proximity gets that shield boost, and all Voluses have that ability because they're very squishy. Yeah, just so you guys know. Just so you
Well,
guys know.
that's good to know. I'll honestly try it. I'll try out Mass
Yeah,
Effect 3
that's what was
multiplayer.
crazy. Technically, Andromeda has better gameplay, but Mass Effect 3's multiplayer was just so much better that you were just like, I'm going back. I think like Andromeda's multiplayer, in fact, is kind of dead, and Mass Effect 3's multiplayer lives on.
Didn't even know it had multiplayer. Andromeda.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't know any of them had multiplayer, so there's that.
It's
The
a really
games were
fun
good though.
multiplayer. No, the actual game, the actual multiplayer has more guns than the games. So like, and the guns, the gunplay, even as an aged game, the gunplay is really solid. Like each gun has like a separate recoil, and like they're different. They have different feels, all the guns and stuff. So and the way you can customize each character is crazy. Batarian Vanguard, I'm telling you, maximize your blade armor. You would just run into people, run into enemies. They would take bleed damage, then you just shotgun them, and they would just die. See,
Yeah.
Yobi's right. Roby's right. I can talk about this all day, but we have to talk about the next thing.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, what's that?
You know what time it is.
What is it?
I'm here to tell you guys,
I'm
I
scared.
know, you traditional gamers and your traditional methods of playing games and experiencing games and your hatred for the modernization that is cloud gaming
You better not tell me I'm
because you
old,
don't
Cozy.
have hardware. The future is now. Cloud gamers, we are winning. We are winning.
Shut it, Cozy.
Cloud streaming is now on stream your own games. The games you own is available on PlayStation Portal. And
I
it's
will
like
tell
About to
you.
get a
it's like
portal and
it's
just
like
buy games.
3,000 games too. It's like 3,000 games.
Yeah, I will tell you, it's better than it deserves to be.
No, it's
I've
not.
played probably 4 hours of Until Dawn just on my
It's
portal.
it's not better than it's supposed to be. It's exactly where it's supposed to be.
I know. It bugs me that it's as
Yes,
good as
I
it
know.
is.
I know. And so all of us cloud gamers have been trying to tell people, break it to them easy, because people have been like, who would
Shut it,
cloud game?
Cozy.
They've been ignoring the fact that like they're like, well, that's just casuals. People don't really game. No, there's lots of people who inadvertently, in a pinch, discovered cloud gaming just works for me. And then we're like, I don't have to download my games. I can just and play my game, and they liked it. That's what happened to me. I just ended up being like, oh, don't have to download my games. I don't have to install my games. I'll just play them this way. Last night, Matt, you'll speak about this.
Oh, yes.
Matt and his
Void Train.
steampunk Harriet Tubman.
My very good-looking character.
Um, but it's amazing, and as a cloud gamer, I love seeing the growth. It's a great and beautiful experience. And a lot of people, yeah, I get it. People will be like, oh, but the performance on a lot of cloud gaming, like Mental said, it's amazing. It's not exactly. Most people still seem to think a lot of it. Yes, I will admit, is related to where you are and how far you're away from the servers.
Yeah.
But you don't even need great Wi-Fi or great internet to do it. You need a surprisingly little amount of internet. I've played beautifully on my sister's 50 meg internet.
Oh yeah, that's plenty for it. It is.
Yes, it does
I'm
not need that much.
Yeah, like I say, I'm kind of blown away with how good it's become. I mean, I've been dabbling with it for years, right? PlayStation Now was unusable for me. Like it was that bad. This is nothing like that. It feels almost native. If it is a game though that has a bit of a mushy feel to the controls, like when you're playing local on your console or on your PC, do not bother with the cloud because that mushiness will it gets amplified and it just gets worse. So if it's not a crisp feeling game, I wouldn't recommend playing it with cloud gaming. But generally speaking, most of the stuff I've tried has been surprisingly good.
Yeah.
And I was a huge critic of it before, and now I'm just sitting here. I'm disappointed it's getting as good as it is because that could mean the end of consoles and stuff. So it's a little bit
Eventually.
disappointing. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I get that worry, and yeah, that eventually I understand probably will happen. But for me, I was an early cloud advocate. I started trying the cloud in like 2015, so like 10 years ago. Um, when GameFly had they had a cloud app on smart TVs, and I subscribed to it.
Ew.
Yes, it was terrible, but I was
When?
like, I don't. Yes, 2000, like 2015.
Yeah,
It did.
10
It
years
did.
ago it was not good.
It was not good, but
Yikes.
it was like this is where I want, like and but that's like how much, like I am, as I love games. I will always find games that I like to play, no matter where they are. Go away.
Yeah.
But I am a feature first gamer, and I admit this. So if you surprise me with a feature, I'm like, whoa, I'm on this. And yeah, 2015, they it was canceled because like 5 people used it. It was all the things people talk terribly about cloud gaming now. And I don't
Input
think people.
latency and compression artifacts
Yes,
and
choppy. It
ugh,
was choppy. Um,
yeah.
but I think a lot of people who haven't tried it more recently don't understand how much it's improved and how much it's grown. Even the user base. Like cloud gamers are always like happy to be like more, more. The only thing I will say about um the PlayStation cloud right now is, as a cloud gamer, I don't want to be tethered to any device. So I won't, like I used to subscribe to PlayStation Now. I won't use it again until I don't have to have a specific device for it.
Right. Well, I mean, they have the remote app. You can play through your PC. You can play through your cell phone. They do have that capability. So if you have a tablet that's can download the app and load it up, you can use it. So you don't have to have the portal, for instance. You
Oh
can
no, no,
play other
no,
ways.
no! You have to have the portal for right now for
Oh,
stream
for the
your own
full
games.
cloud thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
stream your own
So
games
they
is what
did
I'm
tie it
talking
to that.
about.
Okay. Okay.
Detachment. Like I want a future where I can just go to any device, boot up my little app for your
She wants PlayStation to
whatever.
be Xbox.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
that would
need
be
that.
great, please.
I need
And
that.
thank you.
Honestly, so right now I use mostly I use Microsoft's and Luna um the most, because Luna works with GOG a lot. Luna works very well with GOG, and Microsoft obviously they have what you call it. GeForce Now is like performance wise is probably the best, but they don't have, it costs, like, so Luna is obviously included with the Prime subscription. And then so it's like it's cheaper to just have Prime and the Xbox than to have GeForce Now and either Prime or Xbox, because they cap your hours on GeForce Now or put you into a
Yeah.
queue if you're on the lower tiers. But yes,
Yeah, GeForce Now is really good too.
it's after Stadia's. Man, Google. See, the thing is, I didn't buy into Google because I was like, they're just going to cancel, and I knew it. But
They sure did.
if they held out for just a little longer,
They took that bet.
I swear, they're probably the execs are probably shooting. They're probably like, imagine
I
being
don't think
like,
so, Cozy.
I mean, obviously not because they don't care.
No,
They
I
get their
think
money.
I think instead of shooting themselves in the foot, they're shooting geese, having a good time.
I mean, yeah, yeah,
I mean,
but
I honestly think that because it's just they didn't want to. They clearly didn't want to upkeep on their own stuff, and they also didn't want to invest in any sort of creativity for their brand. So it was just like to think that they're kicking themselves for maybe not having a main platform for it to go to. Because if they had what Xbox has right now, then they would have been great. If they had a main hub where you could play your games and then you could take that remote with you anywhere, right? That would have been great. But they never invested in having an offline experience, so that kind of took them out of the game.
I mean, it was also
Even
because they
though
were
that's the
Google.
direction.
It was also because they were Google, and everyone knew. Well,
And they give
Google,
up on a lot of stuff.
yes,
They do.
Google gives up on way too much stuff really quickly. So people like me, I was like, I know how Google
They
operates.
gave up on
So.
Cozy.
No, it's just like I know how they operate, so I was like, well, they're just gonna give up on this, so I'm not gonna invest. They were kind enough to give you your money back, but it was like, and they could have invested that technology into being something like GeForce Now or whatever. They could still reinvest that technology, probably, but it was kind of like always disappointment because they really were there before anyone else, and
yeah.
they just were like, whatever, bye, see ya, we're out. And now to see all this come to fruition is like, y'all really, really dropped the ball because they were amazing. Like I would, like I don't pay for GeForce Now, but if I could do the same thing with GeForce Now, if Google Stadia that I can with GeForce Now, I would just subscribe to Stadia.
But you can't.
Yes.
Shout out to Cottontail, man.
Oh man, that man was invested to the
Shout out to
fucking neck.
Foremost.
Man, that dude had all his money. He is all in on fucking Stadia. That was too bad.
He's number one fan, dude.
Yeah, Stadia came back as strong as he did to the podcast that day, huh?
He took a nap. They took a nap and just left.
Just left and never came back. Never seen them again. That's pretty cool.
Man.
But I don't know. My thoughts on this, and I was talking about this before the show, because I mean, I know Mental's really happy about the way the portal's working. My whole thing is it's just like, to me, it's just like, welcome to PlayStation realized that it's November 2025. Like that's the feeling that I kind of got from this. Like it's cool that it's there. It should have been there from the get-go, but they're always slow to the party. And so like for me to see all these people jumping and excited about it, I'm like, dude, we've been able to do this for a while on other services. So it's not like that big of a hurrah. It is a win for what Cozy's talking about, 100%. Like, is this an actual means or something that you can rely on more now than before? And that's an absolute truth. You like, I'm not gonna lie, I've sat in bed and played college football on my Steam Deck, not downloaded, right? Just off the cloud. And then And the only thing hampering me was the Steam Deck because that doesn't have the best Wi-Fi on. I need to get a better handheld device, really. But like if you have a decent handheld device, you have decent Wi-Fi in your house, it's a go. Like if I go into the front room because for some reason even my PC has a hard time grabbing the signal, I should maybe grab an extender or something to help out with it. But like if I go into the front room, cloud gaming looks great on my Steam Deck for sure. Now I seen John talking about like it didn't work as well on his console as it did natively on his console. I mean, to me that's obvious. I mean, to me that's obvious. Like it's never going to outperform, or it could at some point, but we're not there quite yet. It's still in a infancy stage, but it's like a smart fucking infant. It's like a really impressive infant right
I think
now.
it also depends on where you live.
Oh, for sure, right? The
I don't
servers
know.
and everything,
I
right?
think I must live near a server. I don't know specifically, but I feel like I must live near a server because my performance is great.
Yeah,
I know I am. I'm in Denver. There has to be a server around here somewhere. There's mountains.
Yeah, I say. I mean, I use cloud like all the time now at night. I like my RGL. I play lots of shit on that. I don't download almost anything on it, unless I know I'm gonna bring it somewhere. Then I guess I'll download a game on there. But like, I really don't download stuff on there. I usually play on the cloud, and it's surprising. Like, I don't know what they did in the last 2 years, specifically Xbox, because that's
because Xbox was rough for a while.
It was pretty tough, and I just randomly played that one game like last year with you guys, maybe earlier this year.
It was 2K. I remember.
Yeah, it was 2K, and I was like, "Why is this so good?" All of a sudden, when did that happen? And like, it felt like I was playing native, and that's what it feels like when I play cloud on that device. I don't know if it's the RG
in 2K,
Ally.
everything it's all timing in 2K.
It's all timing.
Yobi, when Yobi says like he was playing Starfield on a Samsung TV at work in the cloud, I feel like that's around the turnaround. Like I know a lot of people were playing Starfield on the cloud. Because that's also when it started cluttering, when people started cluttering the system. Like it was like I've been playing on the cloud for ages, and suddenly I have queues, and I know that's actually why I downloaded Starfield, was because I was like, what where are these queues coming from? Fortnite also created a lot of queues, but I think people. But yeah,
Fortnite for sure did. Yeah. That was the whole thing.
Yeah.
They specifically made sure to get Fortnite onto cloud gaming before like.
And this is a big deal. This is a big deal. Cloud gaming is growing. I know traditional gamers who love their hardware and love downloading. I know you guys hate it, and I know like.
I don't hate it, but I just fucking.
I know it's.
I'll do anything to dodge it, though.
I mean, I know it's at odds. The same way that I feel sorry for physical collectors because I don't care about physical games, and I feel sorry for them because the fact is, in certain aspects, there's going to be a losing team, and when something becomes easier and convenient, the other option can die or fade into obscurity. And I feel like
see why Loke's not here today.
He owes that brother money, and he's dipping his responsibilities. Better get Loke in here.
Yeah.
His mic wasn't working.
So that was
apparently
his
mic wasn't working.
Fortnite was also free. You didn't have to pay to access it. Something that I think a lot of people aren't talking about, and this goes back to GTA. So, I'm imagining that you will not need significant hardware to play GTA.
I mean, if it's going to run on the Series S,
right?
Probably not.
But GTA 100%. 5 is playable in the cloud. You think GTA 6 won't be? Imagine you can get your PS Portal
That's a good point.
for like $200. Probably use $100 and pay your GTA price, your PS Premium price. I think if it grows enough, PlayStation will probably also move it to deprioritize lower tiers. Like the same thing with how I know it's grown on Microsoft a lot, and they also moved it to lower tiers. Like you can game on the cloud with Essentials.
That's true. I'll also say the other use I have for cloud is that VR headset. I play way more cloud on that than I ever would have thought I would play on that. Way more. So that another thing, shout out to that because it's pretty awesome.
Word.
All right. Okay, now that we've discussed the cloud, it's time to move on to yeah, Halo.
Hey.
Uh
Whoa.
Halo's next update is oh, sorry.
Quada said exactly what I said earlier in the chat just now. How's this
Okay.
news for PlayStation when Xbox been doing this for and I know because you're gonna say it's growing, but it's just like it is, you're right, but it's kind of like okay. Like the same and you were absolutely right earlier when you said this before the show, Cosby. A lot of the naysayers are the ones standing up proud about it.
When did
So
Xbox add the streaming of your purchase games?
That was either late last year or early. I think it was late last
I remember
year.
they announced it.
Yeah, it was late
It was
last year.
coming.
Yeah, it was
But
late last year. Then they added like
Okay.
50 games, and then they just like was like kept dropping games. They don't even tell you for real when they drop a game.
There's a ton
Okay.
of them in there. There's a ton of them in there now.
But I mean, so I
Cool.
guess the problem is looking at it like how's this news for PlayStation when Xbox has been doing this for years is you're looking at it from a console gamer perspective, which is the reality, and people who like cloud gaming don't look at it from from a console gamer perspective. We look at it from a look at what's happening with cloud gaming perspective. So if you take it out, we already know Xbox, Microsoft does this, PlayStation will follow. I'm not
Well, I'm just
interested in
saying, for me, it's like if Toshiba came out with the new Blu-ray today. It's just like, okay, nice, but okay.
It seems not that much if you're. It's not about. It's not so like in that case, same case. It would be like it's not that there's a new Blu-ray player in town. It's that it's not that brand is making a new Blu-rayer. It's that
Blu-rays are
Blu-rayers.
still popular, right?
There's a new Blu-rayer in town, and like a lot of cloud gamers just like they're like mobile gamers. We want to see things grow, and so every representation of it growing is a win for us. It's absolutely a win. It's not about PlayStation versus Xbox. It's about this is a win for cloud gaming. We don't care that it's PlayStation. We care that it's a win for cloud gaming. And personally, I already said I'm not interested in it until I don't need a PlayStation Portal. But
Yeah, that'll
it's
come
still a
soon
win.
enough, I'm sure.
Yes, that's the thing. It'll come soon enough. And I'm like, I know it'll come, but I'm not going to try it even until I don't need a PlayStation Portal. So this is just a win in the realm of cloud gaming growing.
But yeah, it's just not anything new.
It'd be like if Nintendo announced a cloud gaming service. It's not new, but it's part of like representing this growing area of cloud gaming.
All right. Well, on to Halo.
Woohoo! All right. Halo's getting a major update and then cutting us off. Rest in peace, Halo Infinite. The last time I played, I killed someone wearing a pink Spartan armor with cat ears, and then they spent the rest of the game griefing me.
Oh,
You've never killed me in
Sounds
Halo
like Halo.
Infinite?
I suck. Which is why if you get killed by me, you also suck.
Because he's a
Yeah,
pro
I'm-
player.
still kind of stunned there was never any DLC for Infinite.
Yeah, it's disappointing, especially because I feel like they talked about like how they really wanted to expand the campaign, and well, it just never happened.
Yeah, like I really enjoyed the campaign. I thought it
Same.
was pretty good.
I thought it was. I
Um,
thought it was. I really liked 4. 5 was. And Infinite was really good, campaign
Yeah,
wise,
yeah,
and just the fact that they didn't like expand on it at all was pretty just I don't know, disappointing. Really disappointing.
yeah.
I like
Kind of
how
mind numbing in a way.
the
Yeah.
campaign for Halo Infinite was all like, you're a coward and a loser, but you could be better.
Right.
That was like the sum of the game for any of you guys who haven't played it. It's like you're a coward and a loser, but you could be better. Do better.
Exactly. Still think of Master Chief crying to the pilot about failing Cortana. What a moment.
But I honestly, I'm not. I guess because I'm not like I've never been into Halo, and you guys know I've said this a million times. A Reach era drama farming sim would be like the best thing that Halo could do for me. But I'm never gonna get that. So, uh, let's pour one out for Halo Infinite in the
Who
hope.
knows, Cozy? Because there's news that they're working because of this, because of wrapping development on this entirely. They do have multiple projects in the works.
Honestly, they need to Marioize Halo.
Maybe one of them is a farming
Yes.
sim.
Not it can't just be a farming sim. It has to be a Reach era farming
No,
sim.
Halo farming sim.
it's gonna
No,
take
so
place in New Mombasa, where Loke
so
lives.
You
no.
plow your fields with
No,
warthogs,
so
or
it'll take place. It'll take place like around the time of Reach, and it'll start out with like farmers. Like you'll play a farmer, just like doing regular farming things, and things will get more desperate as time goes along. Like you'll do your farming and cultivating, and then you'll go to market, and then it'll be like, "What happened to that dude? Oh, they were attacked." And it would slowly be worse and worse where like more like soldiers and everything come in and you're helping them out, you're selling to them and everything, and things just get worse and worse. That kind of game. It'll be like a narrative farming sim if you've never played one of those.
Hmm.
Earlier Harvest Moons were a lot like that. They were just kind of like, oh, you were living this life and things would actually happen during the seasons and time would pass, and it'd be like that kind of farming sim. So the farming sim will be the backbone, but it'll actually have a lot of strong narrative. And
huh?
it's not a game for everyone, but it's like a way to diversify. I'm not saying that has to be the only thing. Yeah, look,
So it's not like
let's
Master
stress
Chief
it.
out milking the cows or
No,
anything.
it'll be like
none
you're
of
just
that?
it's just take place in the Halo universe, and you'll be some person out milking the cow when your farm gets attacked.
I see. Okay.
A Halo why don't we have a Spartan Academy or MMO?
I don't know. These are the tough questions, Cozy.
Like I'm saying, their problem is they did not diversify. Think about it. The only game franchise they diversified was Forza.
I mean, I definitely don't think you're wrong. It's pretty baffling to me that as big as Halo is as a universe, like I feel like it feels like there's multiple books a year, but at least a book a year. all the games we've had, the TV show was what it was, but then like even like animes and shit, like it's just weird to me that we're making you this one kind of game. Halo is all of that is this one kind of game.
There's so much things in the world. Like, I have no interest in standard Halo, but the world is fascinating. I just don't care about the game that they make. Like Ron Slusher, a Halo Gooner game. Why can't they make a Cortana dress-up game? Where you're just like some like dev working in like some basement on refining Cortana, and you dress her up and have these little things the mini games and stuff like that. And yes, make it pervy.
I mean, they kind of already have a Halo Gunner game. It's called Halo 4 if you've seen Cortana in that.
But you should actually call it My Cortana Dress Up Dolly.
There you go.
Come on. I know y'all would
call
play
me
that.
crazy, but I think there'd be some outrage over that. Even if it was fake outrage. I'm pretty sure you'd see
there
some.
would.
Fake outrage, like, this is trash. Shut up and let me buy all the copies so that no one else can play it.
This is trash, and that's why I'm playing it.
Speaking of outrage, Halo Infinite in particularly will probably go down all time, in my opinion, as the most petrified the Halo franchise has ever been. Because it seemed like they were dancing in circle majority of the time of the of the development for it, seemingly. Like, it seemed like they weren't sure what pieces to put into the game, what scenes to add to the game, what would anger the fans. Oh, the game doesn't look as good. Let's repolish this game, make it look better. Let's do this. Let's take some stuff out. Let's talk about the future of it. Oh, we're not prepared for multiplayer. Let's push that out a year. Oh crap, we pushed it out too far. Let's make them sooner. And it's just like, it was just like a constant. The only thing infinite about it was the uncertainty around. Like, it was like completely infinite uncertainty around this game. And the thing that's insane about it is the person I live with, my wife, still plays that game every day.
I see her
For an hour.
I should start.
She plays that game daily, all the time, and it's to me it's annoying because I'm just like, play something else. There's so many other great games out there.
Oh no!
But at the same time, it's just like,
she plays it every day, all day, every day. I'm like, why are you on at this hour, at this time, at this day?
Yeah, yep. So like, she's a passionate fan, and there are a lot of other passionate Halo fans out there for sure that are still playing Infinite. Even though the numbers aren't crazy, they're still logging in every day, doing their task and all this stuff. It's a beloved franchise that really just needs to stop asking if it's okay and just do stuff. Just get shit done. I feel like I feel like there's no developer out there more that needs the okay from community than the Halo, and to me, it's pathetic. Like, I don't get that. Like, James Cameron isn't hopping on Twitter, or who not James Cameron, but who's the guy that did the most recent Superman?
Gunn.
Yeah, James Gunn. James Gunn. Yeah, he's not hitting Twitter to see how people feel. They're not. He's not checking the Reddits. He's just going for it and getting it done. And like, you seen it with the most recent Superman. Not everybody loved it, but
It was a great
but
Superman
he's
movie.
carrying on to the Supergirl movie, and there'll be another Superman movie. Like, doesn't give a shit. Just get it out there.
because he's making the best Superman movie we've had since Superman 2 with Christopher Reeves. Let's be honest.
But you see what I'm saying? He's like sticking. I mean, he's sticking to his guns on what he's doing it and what he's doing. And Halo needs that so much. They need to stop caring of like care about the lore, obviously, but let's get some stuff out here now. Like there's as you guys said, there's so many directions that you could take this. I don't want to see Master Chief in Fortnite and shit like that. I want you to make a game around some. It doesn't even have to be Master Chief. Like you said, it could be some grunts. It could be like just
Halo
general
Farmington?
civilians. It could be you
Who said that?
using. It can be an entire game of you being a grunt. You being like a grunt from the other side.
They should
Right?
make
I
a
mean,
Halo,
or-
grunt RPG. A Halo grunt RPG.
That'd be a pretty good horror game. Is being a grunt.
Like they can literally make a goofy movie with those, like fucking
Right back.
like Minions. They can have it like Minions, fucking with grunts. Like you could do so much wild shit with Halo, and they have yet to do it yet. But I know here we're just talking about Halo Infinite in the last update. I'm happy to see that they're giving it a somewhat proud exit, but it's just kind of weird that they're saying this before any announcement at all about what the next multiplayer could even possibly be. So it's a little shocking that the only thing that we really have to think about from now to the next thing is just a campaign to be able to play with other people, which I'm excited about. But if I'm going to keep it honest, the way that I'm kind of looking at this, although it may be better in our eyes, but I look at this like Last of Us remake. Like, great, you're coming out with a like obviously this will be better because it will have the multiplayer facet on there of you being able to play with friends and stuff like that. So I think the staying power might be better, but you're essentially launching a game that could really benefit off of having a multiplayer and not having it. And I'm scared that they're going to go into the next Halo multiplayer being free to play again and not really have a whole lot that a lot of people are really excited about with it. What I'd love to see is Halo Campaign Evolve come out, and then kind of like I guess what they did with like ODST or something like that, like where you can eventually buy it later with it.
ODST. Remember when
Halo
used to have good
ODST was
commercials?
just goated in my opinion.
Remember when they used to have like the best
That was a
commercials?
great game.
Like I didn't
Yeah.
even play Halo, but I'd watch those commercials and be like, dang, that was an amazing commercial.
All their commercials. Halo 2, 3.
What was the one with the little action figures?
Yeah, there was one for Halo 3, the Believe commercial with like Chief as an action figure holding a
Yeah,
plasma grenade.
That one was amazing. That was art. That was
Really,
art.
really
Golly.
good commercials.
I didn't even want to play Halo, but I was like, I want to play Halo.
Yeah, they were
Yeah, that
really
was a
good.
sad commercial, man.
What
Dude.
happened to their advertising?
And they
the same
offered
way.
Marketing in general.
Exactly.
I know, yeah, that's the thing. Now
exactly.
It's like, just like they shove an influence at her. They should make
Exactly.
influencers earn their money by doing a skit or something.
They also used to do the like live action. Just I don't even know if ads is the right word, but I guess ads. But just like to get you hyped for the game, they'd make a whole live action like war scene in the Halo universe. They don't do that anymore. It's pretty sad.
But there's just so much. My issue is that there's so much that they can, like Ham was saying, there's so much they can do with it, and it's like all I see is missed opportunities. You can't build like such an amazing universe and then just keep giving us the same thing forever. And I'm not saying like only give us the same thing. only give us different things. I'm saying you could have like the studio like work on the mainline Halo game and then be like, hey, does anyone else want to make some weird Halo game?
Yeah.
And someone might make, oh, can I make a Telltale style Halo game? Can I make a? There's just like so much left on the table with such a universe.
Telltale would be
Yeah.
really fun.
Yeah, there's so many stories. Doesn't have to always be Chief. Can be so many people. I'd like them. I would like them to do a game focused on Locke and do it right. Like actually make him the character that he should be. Like given his background and everything and the lore that we know about him, he's a fucking badass. And it like to see him just slap fighting with Master Chief, two of the most badasses, just having a little slap fight in Halo 5 made me kind of upset. I'm not gonna lie to you. So let's get him something to make people respect him more because he's a fucking awesome character.
Remember when we used to have like web series? So I think this is the thing is like I'm not a fan of the Halo games. I'm honest. I'm not a fan of the Halo games, but the universe is interesting. I think the first time I actually really like started getting interested in the universe as a non Halo gamer was Forward Unto Dawn.
Oh yeah,
I was like, this is actually really good.
pretty good. Exactly.
And I think they miss a lot of their opportunities by only seeing what is and not what could be. If you have that much of an expansive world, expand the gaming experience. You could probably even get like third-party studios who could make a interesting game.
Yeah, dream bigger. They just don't seem to
Oh,
have.
look at you! Look at you, ready to take up marketing? Dream bigger. Halo, dream bigger.
It wouldn't be hard to do better at marketing than them. Their marketing is terrible. So many missed opportunities. It's kind of mind blowing.
So many missed opportunities.
Yeah, it's brutal.
Really, that could be a thing. Like, it could be a Halo game entirely about someone living on the fringes and just being like, I need to escape this. An RPG, and it'll be like Halo, dream bigger. Bam. You've already came up with a game.
There you go.
But yeah.
All right. You ready to head to the second to last thing?
I love the second to last thing.
Let's talk about Fuzzy Tomato. Welcome on in. I didn't.
Fuzzy. Oh, this is the stuff right here.
Okay. Let's talk about David Jaffe's big gaffy.
That's not bad.
Yeah. You ever say something really messed up and then someone says, hey, that was really messed up, and you think about it and then you're like, oh, my bad. That was awful. I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry I made you feel that way. That's not David Jaffe.
No. He said actually, you're messed up.
So someone had fond memories playing Xbox with their dad. They posted a picture like, hey, this is the memory I have. Dad died. And in a very off-color post, David Jaffe was like, this is an Xbox. Now, while I can understand the thought process of being like, this is kind of funny.
Sure.
You don't do that if you don't do that.
Yeah, on the photo of his dead dad, you don't do that.
Do that. That's like not a space. Like, as a person who has historically been a troll, I would still not do that.
I've got a pretty dark sense of humor, and even that one.
I have a very messed up sense of humor. I've posted a lot of awful things, and I'm still like, someone in their grieving post, I'm not gonna do that. I might think it, but I'm not gonna do it. And the worst part is, instead of being like, hey, oof, that's my bad.
That's the best part, right?
When other people are like saying like, hey, that's actually not a cool move. is doubling down on it.
Yeah, and very loudly too, and aggressively.
Yeah, and in fact, there was a person who was the person? The post where dude's like, "Hey, here's how you could have here's how you
Well,
could
he
have
didn't
handled
say
it."
it like it is this one right here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and instead of being like,
Yeah.
"Oh, oof," he's like doubles down on it and posted a video about it, which he deleted. Which I guess
Crazy to think the creator of God of War is out here doing this.
I
Yeah.
mean it's not that crazy.
It
But
is though.
It, like, in the context that Ham just put it, it is crazy, but David Jaffe's also crazy. Like, and if you followed him before, then it's like, oh, I can see that guy doing that. But then when you think about, dude, that's the guy that made God of War, you're like, God damn, that's pretty nuts.
no, what Reggie said, like what Rachie says, he's like, it's like, but at a certain age, you got to give up your edge.
Yeah,
Edge is for
True,
the
probably.
kids. Edge is for the
I
kids.
think there's a
I'm
difference
sorry.
between edgy and senile, and that
Like-
is like senile.
At a certain age, I learned that you just don't need to. You don't like, what? He's older than all of us. Well, Mental's like 70.
Oh my god!
Mental's,
So maybe
Mental's
I'm
19. Mental's 19 years old, freshly 19.
Yeah, I just turned 19.
Rapping young lad.
Yep.
Yeah. Prematurely bald and gray, but you know, I've had a joyous life, hence the smile lines around the eyes. So
it's. Is it just me, or does it feel like, especially where it gets a lot of visibility, I wouldn't want to be seen as being that kind of person in that space? Or is it just like you get accustomed to positive affirmation for being terrible?
That whole, because when Ham was talking about this last night in the chat, like, I went to the tweet and I was like, dude, it just makes me feel uncomfortable. It makes me feel like, honestly, it makes me imagine that if I said that to somebody, like, it makes me imagine that, and that makes me really uncomfortable. Because again, like we've reiterated, he didn't just say that and then go silent. He said that, and then he uploaded a video saying, "Let me tell you what I meant when I said that," and then he deleted the video.
You can't understand my humor.
Yeah, you guys are too stupid to understand why I said that. So here's a video for you to understand it. And then I'm gonna delete the video, and then this guy's gonna tell me that, hey, that might have been a little crass. Maybe don't do that next time. And I'm gonna tell him, actually, you're stupid. And I'm just like, dude. It makes me cringe. It makes me cringe. That whole situation just makes me uncomfortable.
mind-blowing.
Yeah, one of his excuses for it that I read, that his parents passed away too. So
No, I just read underneath it. It's like, oh, shut up, you effing babies. My parents are dead as well. It sucks.
Yeah, it's like,
sounds
dude,
like
lots of
really
people's
stuck
parents
up
are
about
dead,
it.
that's
dude.
pretty cool.
My mom is dead. I still wouldn't do that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my dad is dead. I would not do that.
Yeah, my mom and dad have both passed, and
It's
I would not
insane.
do that.
And the
Doesn't
thing is, the
give
worst
you an
part about
excuse.
it is, I have been a troll. I've been like a terrible troll, but I still look at these situations, even in my trolliest days, someone posting about their tragic event, I would have never been like, haha, let me troll them. You just ignore it.
Yeah.
Just don't say it. You had that.
It's like,
Sometimes you have that thought in your head, like, this is a thing I can say. But you just say, sorry for your loss, or say nothing at all.
You go, wouldn't it be crazy if I said this, but then you don't actually say it like a normal person.
and this guy's like, I know what that feels like. Let me stick it to him.
Let me really dunk on this guy.
And then double
Because that's
it
what he
down.
needs.
Why double? Like, honestly.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's okay to be wrong, you guys. You guys, it is okay to be wrong. It's okay to say a thing, do a thing, and then someone calls you out on it, and then just be like, "Oh, my bad."
Yeah, like oh
And in
damn,
fact,
dude, yeah,
you
you're
look better
right. I
than when you
wasn't
delete.
thinking.
It looks better for you to say, "Oh, my bad," than to just delete it or to double down and then delete stuff. It looks a whole lot better. It's a whole lot better for society when people are like, "Oh, yeah, I shouldn't have done that. My bad."
Mind
That's like
blowing.
not a lot of work. It's not a lot of work to say like, "Oh yeah." I mean, I guess maybe emotionally work if you're like emotionally immature. But you guys practice being wrong and being okay with it. And then you're like, "Dang, it's easy."
It happens to
Yes.
everyone.
Yeah. And I say this because I say a lot of you guys know. I
Oh,
say a lot of
oh,
off the wall terrible stuff
oh.
and you guys can tell me, "Yo."
I,
And I'll be like,
I've noticed that.
Yeah.
"Oh, okay." Like you'll notice, like if you react, I will dial it down.
Yeah.
Half the stuff you say has me going, oh,
Yeah, but I'll
whoa,
dial it
okay.
down if I am okay with admitting that I'm wrong. I'm okay with I made you uncomfortable. My bad. I don't mean to do that.
Mm.
I'm very much okay with that. Like I'm one of those people like, "Oh, if I say something awful and it's over the line, tell me." And I'll be like, "My bad."
Yeah. It's a good
Rachel's
trait to
right.
have, a healthy trait to have.
Rachel's
Yes.
right. If you can't say something nice, don't say anything. You know how much less work it is to just be like, "I have a mean thought," and then just keep it to yourself. I have mean
Just,
thoughts all
yeah.
the time, and just keep it to yourself. And
Yep.
you know, it's like I don't understand how he just like doubled down on it. And then when someone was like, "Hey, here's what you could have done," he was like, "You're just a attention-seeking whore."
You're
Yeah,
virtue
that's
signaling asshole.
And it was like, dude was just giving him normal constructive criticism, and he
Yeah.
was like, "You're just attention-seeking." It's like, I don't know. I think
No.
I mean, it does have over 1,000 likes. So,
Yeah.
and there's only, 966 comments, most of which I've scrolled through saying, you're an idiot, but
so. Lots of people will like something because it's, yeah, they think it's funny. And a lot of people think it's funny to be mean online.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I honestly I
there's also just a lot of dumbass people,
yeah,
to be
like
honest,
Yeah.
man. Because
That's
there is a whole
that.
there is a tweet from a person that like reposted what he said in defense and said it was funny. People are overly sensitive, and I was just like, "You suck."
Yeah, it's like
I was
some like
you,
excuse me.
how
Sometimes
is
I get
that?
sometimes I get defensive about my dead dad. You know.
so no, I think it's like it's a certain level of
Apologize.
it's a certain level
It's
of
like,
empathy. Like whenever people talk this, like whenever I hear these conversations, I remember I found out an important person to me died. Person important to me died online through like this kind of discourse, and I had to privately message some mods of a group to be like, "Hey, can we not have a discussion like this, because this is like the most awful way to find out that someone close
yeah.
to you and important to you has died." And they were like, "Oh, my bad, we didn't know you even." So I kind of understand, because you have this post where you're commemorating someone, and people treat it like a joke. Like Mike Tyson was right when he talked about how people have been or get too comfortable online because they're, can't get punched.
That
Yep.
is a fact.
And even as a troll, so like, and that happened before I was really heavily trolling online. And so like even after I became like super heavily trolly online, I still always was like, this is what you don't do. And if I would have a conversation with someone and my trolling would make them deeply uncomfortable in a way where I realized I was wrong, I'd be like, my bad.
Yeah. Healthy traits. Again.
My bad. Like, I didn't mean to, like, what you call, like, oh, this is something I struggle with. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you feel that way.
Yep.
Gotcha. Well, now I think did everybody get their thoughts off on that?
I sure did.
Yeah, I'm
I'm the
still in
host. You
shock.
can't transition. I will transition when we're ready to transition. Okay? I am the host.
Are we ready to transition, Cozy?
Oh, man, this Red Bull is really kicking in.
Is it?
No.
Is it?
No.
Is it?
I had this Japanese Red Bull. I'm not sure what's in it, but it's a Japanese Red Bull. It tastes more summer than the American summer Red Bull.
She's gonna look on the back of that, and the ingredients are gonna say Japanese stuff.
Golly.
Good Japanese shit.
Secret Japanese
So
recipes.
I've been off that caffeine for probably like 3 weeks, which is also doesn't help. Anyway, we are transitioning to the final topic of the night. Drum roll, everyone! TSWS Game Acclaim. The end of the year is a perfect time for discussing the best games we have experienced in all their capacity. So we will be discussing the topics of the TSWS Game Acclaim.
Let's do it.
Mental, do you know what's happening?
I do not, and I think I have to go.
Oh,
Just kidding.
Oh,
Because
I do not know
that was
what's going on.
rude. That was rude. You know how much my stomach like literally dropped? My stomach literally dropped out of my bladder hole when you said I have to go. That was like uncomfortable. Like, why would you do that? Like, it's bad enough you
Because
don't
you're
get to
hitting me
see
with
you.
something I know nothing about.
Okay,
So,
the
was it a joke?
TSWS Game Acclaim is because we didn't want to say, I didn't want us to say TSWS Game Awards because it's also, that's too clued into the Game Awards. So we're going to call it the TSWS Game Acclaim.
bit of individuality.
Okay.
Over here.
Okay.
So with that said, we're approaching the end of the year. We're going to be having our own awards show for several game categories. We're still discussing. Obviously, we'll have the game of the year. Right, we need the game of the year.
Cool.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like we also need the individual categories of like types of games. You know, best RPG, best sports game. I don't know. I don't play sports balls.
Me
I don't know
neither.
sports games.
I love sports
I
games
used to.
as long as it's 2K, and by love I mean hate. And
I
by hate I mean hate, but by every year.
I know how much I listen to you guys rage most nights about 2K. So
How much fun, how immersive.
I don't understand. It's like watching people. Do you enjoy having your nuts in a bear trap? Because that's how you act when you're playing 2K.
Never ask a man if he enjoys having his nuts in a bear trap. But
that's how you act.
That you're not wrong. You're not wrong. It's so miserable, but the best part, the only reason it's worth it is Bill. That's the only reason it's worth it.
When he rage quits?
It's because the cool thing about Bill is like he'll do this thing where we'll be winning for a little bit, or God forbid we're just losing the whole time, but I'll say we're winning for a little bit. And then the game starts to get close, and then he loses. He just gets completely dejected. And he's like, man, this game stinks. And so he stops playing. And then, like, the person he's guarding just scores all the time. And then, like, every now and then he'll be like, I'm sorry, guys. I'm not even playing. And then we're just like, yeah, we know. We can see that. And then we end up losing by a lot, and then we all just go, wow, that stunk. Do you want to do it again? And we
Yes.
do.
The next night, the next night, the
The
next
next
night.
night. Multiple times a night. Many times
This
a
is why
night.
I ask about the balls in a bear trap. Because
That's not a bad analogy.
That's very much how it seems. I'm like, you guys don't even seem to be having fun, and yet they do it.
Here's the thing. The game's never making us have fun. It's always us laughing at how bad the game is. It's never because the game is good and fun. It's because it's so bad, so egregiously not fun that we can only laugh at it. And that makes us all have a good time.
But I'm learning. I
Fair
know
enough.
things I didn't know about 2K Sports Ball before.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. She knows who Kevin Durant is.
Yes, I do.
There you go. And
I can name like 5 teams too.
That's not bad. She knows Kevin Durant's one of the ashiest people in human history.
Mm-hmm.
So
what's the one dude who has a really bad like scan in? That one dude who looks like a Sambo in the.
Oscar
not
Robertson.
Even joking. Yeah.
Yeah. Call him the fish because he looks like a carp, which is very disrespectful to that man because that's not how he looks. But
he looks normal in real life, but in the game, it's like, but why?
Yeah. I mean, hey, that's NBA 2K. That's 2K lore.
So we have to think that we're coming up with the categories. Obviously, the best game of the year, best RPG. I approve of best sports game, even though I don't play the sports ball.
The last sports games I bought were this one for my Sega, and this one for my Sega.
Oh wow!
So
your Sega?
It's yeah. It's
okay,
been a
Grandpa.
few years. It's been a few years.
What year is that soccer game? Are they both 95?
They're both 95.
Were you even born?
Yes.
Were you even born, Matt?
I was born in 94, thank you.
Okay.
I was a grown man.
So
I was a grown man in 95.
Probably wouldn't have been playing with you then, but
I was a grown man, thank you very much.
Yeah. I had the 94 versions of these too, so I bought them 2 years in a row.
I was doing bicycle kicks back then.
Matt was 2 feet tall in like 95.
Well, in 95, keep in mind, I'm a tall person, so in 95, I could have been, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You're a tall person, so you're 2 feet tall in like 95.
I could have been.
Yeah.
I was a tall, fat child.
Obviously.
Oh man.
Best game.
Best game.
RPG.
Best musical.
Really?
Oh wait,
best
no,
music?
that would be
Best music. You said.
Best musical, but that probably wouldn't be a game.
No, but best music though. Best music we need best music.
I feel like best music.
Soundtrack, I think, is what they'd call
best
that.
Soundtrack.
Probably.
Yeah.
You'd probably want best indie game.
Ooh.
Actual indie.
Yeah.
You have to exclude Dave the Diver.
We'll get that right, unlike the Game Awards.
Best DLC.
Woo woo. Best ongoing. I like ongoing.
Best ongoing.
Come on, Hamothy. Come up with something.
I would say
best platformer.
Worst game of the year.
Oh,
that's fun.
Gotta have that. The Razzies.
That's fun.
Yeah. Gotta do some Razzies.
Yeah.
Worst game of the year has to be a topic.
I support this.
Worst game. I really like that, actually.
Buggiest game? That could be the worst game.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. It's fair.
Also.
I like most inclusive.
How about obviously it's not a game of the year, but how about most surprising game?
Okay. And Cozy, when you say most inclusive, you were referring to best accessibility.
I think yes.
Okay.
Oh, we do need best art style. Rachie is cooking with fire.
Art style. And Ham, what was the one you just said?
I said like most surprising.
Most surprising. Good one.
Like a good like a game that kind of surprised you for being good.
Mm. You know, oh man.
What game is this?
Ooh, I have another one.
Let's hear it.
So it's different than like worst game. Most disappointing.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to think of. What word would I use for it? So yeah, I'm down with that.
Let's do it.
Most disappointing game. So a game that you thought was going to be good that ended up being hella mid.
So for these
Mm,
categories, should we
disappointment.
have like we should each come up with a list of games and then have like a episode where we do vote and then open it to like the audience?
Yeah, I like that.
We can do that.
Best game you never played.
Oh yes, I support this.
I mean, I think
Oh,
for me,
we need come on, we need best Gooner game.
the best. Well, yeah, for Loke, just almost
Oh my
exclusively,
God.
almost exclusively for Loke,
Come on,
the best
Gooner
Gooner game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be just swim. I love that he's not here, so he doesn't
Yeah.
even get to pick.
He
But
can't even-
we already know what his most exciting category is going to be.
Oh, best accessory. We need one that's like just best accessory.
Oh,
Best
that is a
accessory.
pretty good one. I like that. Like best accessory.
What
But is that going to be for the? I mean, I guess because there's been a few accessories.
No, there've been some good stuff that comes out, like, and it doesn't necessarily just like the best.
Oh, like
accessory.
actual accessories to the thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
How about this?
sure.
Instead of it being accessories, it'd be best best hardware innovation.
Okay. Yes, I like that. Best hardware.
Okay.
Innovation.
Hardware innovation.
'Cause, I mean, because the Portal had new innovation with it. Cloud, you could play cloud gaming on the Quest before, but now it's in like part of it, pretty much, damn near. And well, let's see, the handheld came out for the Xbox ROG Ally, and so there's quite a bit there that we could. We might want to think about that one.
I think so we'll come back with a further date with our we'll clarify this
And then vote on
we'll
them.
come up with our nominations. Like each of us
Yeah.
come back with like here's what we have, and then like we'll vote and have an audience participation vote for this, and then we'll do a final like game awards before the end of the year.
I'm down for that.
Okay. How many do we have so far? Because like I said, we can't have
got-
too many.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 categories.
A dozen. That's a good number.
It's a nice even number.
Yeah, I feel like that's pretty good. I mean, I do like Ray Cheese for like best writing.
Maybe we get up to 15, but we have like we'll plan a structure so that it stays within our same time frame.
Okay, so
I'm-
yeah, we'll do like we'll give
Best
each
writing.
person like 2 minutes to kind of go off for a
Sure.
topic. I guess we'll have to kind of dedicate that show to
Yes,
this.
we'll have a dedicated show for this, and we will make sure that we'll try to keep it like we'll like dedicate like okay, so here's how much time we have for this, and it's because we're not doing like the other stupid stuff some of the other the game awards does. We don't have to worry about like
Ooh, Ray Cheese killing it. The last one. Oh man.
best value. No, honestly, yes, best value.
Oh man, that's tough right there. There's been a lot of value this year.
Hmm.
I don't know,
I'll-
man.
I
I
can
mean,
put it
I'm gonna
down.
announce. I might just say mine right now. Jeez Louise, Expedition 33 might be the best value.
I honestly think
$50, play anywhere on Xbox day one. Oh man,
I honestly think maybe seriously making this a two-parter where we can have like the discussion of like here one episode we'll have like discussion of like here are all the things we vote on, and here are all. And then the next episode, we just like straight go the episode where they actually award it. We actually discuss like here's everything that's being awarded, and we don't discuss necessarily like we just say like here are the nominees, here's what won, and here's why it
Yeah.
won. Like in a very concise manner, because I think of like when we discuss like the genres, I can think of a lot of like different genres that we haven't covered. Like there's RPG, there's sports game, there's strategy game, there's strategy.
Here's two last ones I'm gonna kind of throw at you, Matt, that you should
Let's hear
write
it.
down.
Let's hear it.
Best dev and best pub.
Best dev
Best
and best
remaster.
publisher.
Gotta have best
publisher.
remaster.
Oh yeah,
so Sony
no,
has
best
a chance.
remaster. Oh God, come on,
Dude,
come
well,
on.
if we're doing best remaster, I already know what it like.
Sony doesn't have a chance.
I already know what Matt's gonna say.
I mean,
Sony doesn't have a
my
chance
best
until best
remaster ideally would be my game of the year, but I'm not going to do that. So, all right, it's easy. We're talking about Oblivion.
I know, we know.
As long as
Yeah.
you guys know, as long as you guys are.
But
100%
I feel like we should have a genre dedicated. We should have game of the year, and I think we should consolidate it into like basically break it up into genres.
I wouldn't be mad at that.
We can discuss this like behind the scenes, where we
Mhm.
break it up into like, okay, here are the genres for game of the year, and and then like because when we do the final show, we can just do like, okay, this genre, and each one of us who's played one of the games in that genre can do a short spiel about it. Wouldn't that make sense? So we basically have game of the year, but we discuss like, hey, put forth your favorite games in this genre. Put forth your favorite games in this genre. And then we take them, we have people vote on them, and then we also vote on them, and then we pick like each in a genre. So we have to we'll behind the scenes discuss what genres we'll have, but we'll make sure that the public can see like what games have been picked. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that way
No,
we don't have to think about like best sports game, best RPG. We can just be like game of the year, and that'll be in a complete category of its own. And we can have the overall game of the year, but we can have like best this, best that, best that. Yo!
Ray Chi.
Stop
Ray Chi
cooking!
in the chat.
Stop cooking!
You should throw
Stop.
that
All
up
right,
on.
well, you got to write that down now, Matt.
You should throw that up on the screen real quick. I will write this down, actually. We're talking, of course, each week. He says each week you can debate 3 categories until December 10th. And then I guess on December 10th, we actually...
That gives about a month. Yeah.
Yeah, we actually have it all, set December 10th, locked in. And of course, we would be incorporating the chat with this, and some, of course. So yeah, I mean,
so like we behind the scenes
like
we'll
it.
discuss like the specific. Like maybe next week we discuss like, hey, here's what we're gonna talk about. Here's what we're gonna talk about, and get them all together so that we can take a vote on them, and then be like, okay, here's what we have as this TSWS game acclaim.
I like it. The biggest show of the year, some are saying.
Yo, we need to get who's your font dude, Hamothy?
My what?
Font dude.
What the hell is that?
You know the font that TSWS is in?
Oh, I don't have a dude for that. I just had it done once.
Oh.
I don't know who it is.
Because we get them to make the TSWS game acclaim.
No, that's something that I could just do, or Matt could do, or Loke could do, and just Canva.
Yeah.
That's-
And it has to
Canva's
be
got
called
a lot of fonts.
the TSWS game acclaim.
We
Who?
could do that.
Mike Johnson. Who?
Mike Johnson.
Rachy.
All right. Well, we have it set then.
Sounds like it.
So yes, we'll have the TSW game acclaim. So look forward to us having regular updates for like what games we'll be discussing as and voting on for the next month. I'd like to shout out all of you guys in the chat. Thank you for being here. And
God
Yeah.
bless.
on a final note, because that's what Loke does. I don't have a tie. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm not as professionally dressed as Loke because I wasn't prepared to be Loke, and I am not Loke. But anyway,
We're just pretend you'll have a tie.
I'll give us a final note. Gaming is great right now. Don't listen to the naysayers. They are just looking for something oddly specific that will never fit with them because it's easier to be negative about a thing than to find the positivity, because positivity is everywhere, negativity is in less places. Be a part of the positive gaming community. I don't mean you have to be overtly positive about
Yeah.
things you don't appreciate, but there's just so much great in gaming now, so much amazing in gaming right now, and I encourage you all to take a look at that, because if you support that, you're supporting the growth and health of the gaming community. Thank y'all and have a good night.
Yeah.
Good night.
Beautiful.
But lastly, thank you so much, Cozy, for taking the wheel and
Yeah.
driving us to victory tonight. Because I already told you I was tired as hell, and I was just like, screw it.
I said
But
that.
you said that you'd be willing to do it, so that
nice
you
job.
wanted to host, and I appreciate that. First of all, before we get up out of here, let me ask each of you guys if you could tell everybody where they can find y'all.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah. Who's going first?
Cozy.
Okay, you can find me wherever you find Cozy Belugas. Here, TSW on, are we doing 8 p.m. or 9 p.m.
This is
Eastern?
9 p.m. Eastern.
9 p.m. Eastern. If you can translate to whatever time that is in your time. You can also find me randomly on Twitch until I get my other channels back up. You can randomly find me on Twitch, and you can find me on Friday nights at 6:30 on Wasted with Wise.
Nice.
There you have it. All right, Matt.
Yo, you can find me on YouTube. Matt Likes Games, videos there every week. I say that, but there was nothing there this week, and that's because I felt like dog shit this week. But next week we'll be right back to it. So look forward to that over there on the channel. You can also find me here, just like Cozy said, every Saturday at 9 p.m. Eastern for the show with these folks.
All right,
And-
fantastic. And then lastly, Mental.
Yeah, at Mental9R on X, PlayStation, Xbox, Steam, and just about anywhere else you can play games, and on YouTube at Caffeine Entertainment. And of course, whenever I can make it, I am here with these fine people. Less Loke, I guess, but it's debatable how fine he is anyway. So
That's fair. That's fair. Filthy American. Right?
Yeah, dirty Texan.
Bloody Texans, yeah. What
They
can
don't
you do,
consider
right?
themselves American like the rest of us.
Just a Texas scammer. This fake
All
African
right.
accent.
Well,
Right on.
thanks everybody for joining. Cozy, again, thank you for hosting. Matt, as usual, thanks for joining. It's good to see you again. Mental. Hopefully,
bless.
Loke is back with us next Saturday. As I said, 9 p.m. Eastern is when you'll be able to find us. We moved the time schedule for me and Loke, but Loke still couldn't make it. So hopefully next week he'll be here. As I always said, you guys, thanks for showing up and everything. Keep it gaming or keep it moving. We'll see y'all next week. Peace.
Cheers.